I have been saying that tanky builds for Blood Knight are the best, but we might have even more options. Today we are going to talk about a bit more offensive build, and to achieve that we had to give up two of my favorite skills of the Blood Knight. Since we are talking about skills, let's start with that. We are using Wave of Blood, Swarm of Bats, Siphon Blood, Skewer and Shadow's Edge. Now let's check out the set items. I am still using 4 pieces of Mountebank and 2 pieces of V2s because we gave up our best defensive and best iframe skills to be more offensive. I am talking about the Transfusion and Sanguinate. Instead of those, now we have Wave of Blood and Skewer, which are both really good for crowd control and damage. Before moving on to the legendary items, I want to explain this build a little bit. We have a few combinations for a good opener, and the first one is engaging with Swarm of Bats because we are untargetable while using that, thanks to the shoulder essence. By the way, don't forget to activate Siphon Blood before you use Swarm of Bats, and when you get close to the enemy, use your Wave of Blood skill once or twice, and when they get knocked up, use your Skewer, use Wave of Blood again and finish it off with the last Skewer. It should look something like this. Other than that, you should always keep an eye on the minimap, and when you see a red dot of your screen, you can jump onto that with your Skewer and hope for the best. If you can CC your target, keep using Skewer and Wave of Blood to keep your target controlled, and this one should look something like this. I will add Battleground gameplay after I talk about legendary items, so you will be able to see this build in action. And finally, now we can talk about the legendary items. For the headpiece, I am using Horns of the Hexed. Siphon Blood is no longer channeled and now moves with you, dealing damage and draining the life of nearby enemies. For the chest, we are using Warmth and Likability. Wave of Blood maximum charges increase by 1. And for the shoulders, we have Solemn Snare. Swarm of Bats now shroud you in a fog of blood mist, increasing your movement speed and making you untargetable while also dealing damage to nearby enemies. For the pants, we are using Oversight. Swarm of Bats now also heals you for 28.5% of the damage it deals. For the main ant, we have this Siphon Blood essence. When Siphon Blood damages the same enemy 3 times, it causes them to hemorrhage, dealing 7.2k additional damage. And for the offhand, we are using a Skewer essence. Skewer also increases your damage done by 19% for 4 seconds. For the additional main ant, we have the Dissolver. Skewer now causes you to leap into the air and slam into the target location, knocking enemies up and stunning them. And lastly, for the additional offhand, we have Pinch Point. Wave of Blood now unleashes an eruption of blood around you, dealing damage and delivering a knock-up effect to nearby enemies. For the curse properties, I am using 6 pieces of Nettled, but 6 pieces of Tortured plus 2 pieces of Nettled might be a good option as well. Other than that, I am using the Executioner Paragon tree with this build, but if it's not available for you or if you are not comfortable with it, you can use Gladiator.